We're joined today by a mill worker from a mill in Lancashire. What's your name and how old are you?
My name's Charlotte Brown and I'm 9 years old.
Where do you work?
I work in a cotton mill in Lancashire and I live there too, in the apprentice house with many other orphans just like me. It's cramped and conditions are bad, but this is my only future. Hopefully when I'm 21 I can get paid for what I've done, even if it is very little.
What's your day like? When do you get up?
We start at 6 AM, which means we have to wake up at 5:30. We work until 8 and then we have a half-hour break for breakfast, which we eat in the mill. Work continues at 12:30 and then we have dinner. Again, we are forced to eat this meal in the mill so that as soon as we finish we can commence work. The engine starts at 1:30 and goes on until 5:30, which is when we finish. On Saturday we finish at 1, giving us a bit of spare time to do this as we please.
What do you do at work?
I work as a pizza most of the time, mending broken threads. But sometimes I do scavenging, which involves crawling beneath the clattering machines to pick up the scraps of cotton and tidying the vast amount of dust. The dust gets caught up in my lungs, so I'm constantly coughing, and I feel ill a lot too. The work's very tiring because we're always on our feet, and often people fall asleep on the floors. It's dangerous too. Every day is a risk, getting an apron, hair or even limbs caught in the machinery. Yet the owners think factory work is easy, and there are no laws to protect us.
What are you given to eat?
Milk, porridge and bread. We don't get much of it, but that's probably a good thing, because it tastes really bad and hardly ever varies.
Do you get punished frequently?
Too frequently. There are punishments for everything. Fines for having open windows, whistling, being late, even ill, but everyone's always ill because of the dust conditions. There's even a fine for being dirty, but then when I try to wash myself I get fined for that too. The overseers whip us too. Their whips are about 1.5 feet long, cut into 5 or 6 thinner strips. They hurt so much, it's unexplainable, but they beat us for the smallest reasons, like working a little too slow. But upstairs in the attic, there's a solitary confinement. It's scary. It's only for very serious punishments. One time, 2 girls ran away. Esther, Price and Lucy Garner were their names. They were put in there for days. No lunch, only food in the morning and evening, because they refused to have their hair chopped off, which was the usual punishment.
Are there many injuries?
Yes, everyone has broken fingers from the machines, and some have missing limbs. Injuries are common because the brakes are easy to take off and the machines run incredibly fast. Many people get stuck in them all the time. Some people get deformed because they pull their bones out of place lifting heavy things, and then other bones grow over them, and not many people can still walk properly because of crouching down so much.
Where do you see yourself in the future?
The only thing the future holds for me is working in the textile mill. I have no education and I can't read or write or do anything else. The only skills I have learnt are how to do odd jobs around the mill. When I'm 21, I'll get paid for what I do, but even then it won't be much. I don't want children because I don't want them to have to go through the same struggles as me. I don't think conditions will change much because of this generation is uneducated like me. So we can't write letters to the government or anyone to attempt to speak out for ourselves.
Thank you for your time. It's been a pleasure talking to you today.